Once, always, or just once. While Orlando Pirates was busy with January transfer window, Tshegofatso Mabaso was not just putting a shirt for Stellies, was putting a masterclass. 33 minutes in, first goal, 3 points for the team, and Gavin Hunt was happy with that. But the biggest question is Orlando Pirates making a tactical mistake by freezing out a top finisher in the club, or are they just finding another ways of winning the league without him? But if you look at how they really doing it this season, you will realize that this is the man that still owned the previous season Golden Boots, and he has shown us a lot that actually when it comes to Tshegofatso Mabaso, you can expect goals and goals. Or Pirate, they just decided to unlearn the ways of playing to their better players, or what is the problem? So the first thing is, why would you loan out your best striker while you are chasing the league, knowing very well that the strikers you have don't really play or score goals the way you want them? But now, the biggest thing is it's more of a tactical thing than the strikers himself. Because if you look at the way Orlando Pirates has been playing, they're playing with the wingers that are cutting inside. And I mean, I've never been happy with that in some of the occasions, because I'm thinking that we have the best finisher on the bench, which is Mabasa, the guy that proven to us that he actually knows how to score goals. And we have the striker in Mahopa that knows how to play without standing in the box. So I think the system doesn't allow the box striker like Mabaso to go in and express himself in the Orlando Pirates jersey. And I think it's going to be tough. But besides that, there are a lot of rumors that people have been saying about Mabasa and some of the things that are happening in Pirates. But I'm not going to deal with that. I'm going to deal with how do Pirates fix this thing, because I think they still need Mabasa to come back if they really want to go next season and win the Champions League and make sure that they also challenge for the league. Because I'm telling you, hoping that wingers and the midfielders are going to score goals for you to win the league, you are asking for the lot. You need someone that is talented as Mabasa in terms of finishing to come in and make sure that they give you those goals that you need. But my thing is, how do you even start fixing this thing, this problem of playing with the box striker? I mean, if you're going to have wingers that are cutting in like Apolis and Mfukeng, or using Moremi to actually comes in and try to cut in and then pick the top corner. But the biggest problem is you don't even actually put the play that will allow the wing backs to cross the ball. So you actually comfortable playing with Mahopa that doesn't really have to score for him to play well, but he can just link up play with the other midfielders and the wingers so that they can get more space while he's running around pushing the defenders, and he's also good in pressing. The only thing that I can maybe say Mabasa was not good at was also pressing, because I don't think he's the kind of striker that will press. But looking at the modern game, you need to press from the front, but I don't think that's his problem. I think this is a guy that you really, really need in terms of like scoring goals, challenge for the league. Because if you look last season, looking at the teams that were playing in the Champions League, the team that actually managed to win the Champions League was Pyramids. And the reason why is because they had Fistos Mayela in the box striker. So if all the tactics that they were trying to use didn't work, what they were going to do was like they used to just cross the ball into the box, and Fistos Mayela will just put in a feet, put in a head, and then it would end up in the back of the net. Or those second balls that usually defenders make a mistake, maybe it was the poor touch in the box, there was someone who can punish those defenders. So when you're looking at Pirates, the way they play, they don't really actually give Mabasa a chance, even if he plays. Because notice one thing, when Pirates actually goes riot at the end of the match, and then they used to sub in Mabasa, and then Mabasa will come in, and then those guys are just moving the ball into the box. I'm telling you, 1, 2, 3 chances, this guy will score. So when he went to Stellenbosch, wore the shirt, scored 33 minutes in, scored the first goal, first 3 points for Gavin Hunt as well, first 3 points for him as well. Fighting that relegation spot is not going to be easy for Stellies, but they will need a player like Mabasa. But the biggest question is, why will Pirates also think about not fighting for the league? Because I think if you're talking about the strikers at Pirates, we have Mahopa, we have Radiopane as well, which have been tried and tested before. I don't think there's something good you're gonna get out of him, but maybe Pirates will find a way, or Wadi will find a way to play with Radiopane. But I think at the moment it's going to be Mahopa that will be leading the lines. But now I think the fix that they need to do, because at the end of the day Mabasa is on loan, so Mabasa needs to come back to Pirates. if they're going to allow that or they're going to sell him. But now the biggest problem is I would want Orlando Pirates to actually bring back Mabasa, because I think when you have Mabasa, you can actually solve a lot of problems in terms of scoring goals. Because I'm thinking, why don't you play a number 10 that will play behind Mabasa, so that Mabasa doesn't feel lonely as a box striker, and have a number 10 that will just receive the ball from the midfielder. It's either you have Mbata progressing the ball or you get the ball direct from the deep six, but it's a ball that's moved straight to the number 10 so that number 10 can play like the short passes. And I'm thinking of the person that is actually good with short passes, which is Tito Masongane. Is actually good with short passes, trying to find the short passes with the striker. But now the problem is he hasn't been actually playing with a box striker like Mabasa. He has always been used to play with a guy that opens up space for him, which is Makgopa, because he presses a lot and he wins the first ball. But the biggest thing is, a lot of people, they always look at what the strikers are doing, like Makgopa. I know Makgopa scores a lot, creates a lot of chances, but I think if Pirates was serious about winning the quadruple this season, was going to keep Mabasa, making sure that they trying by all means to play two type of games. You going in with Makgopa because this is a style that you're comfortable playing, but you also train how to use Mabasa when Mabasa comes in. Like, ask the ball to cross the ball from the deep. I'm not going to ask a lot of crosses from the left, because I mean, if I'm thinking about the crosses that may come from the right, it's either Lebito or Van Rooyen playing on that side. But on the left hand side, I think we've tried a lot using Hotso. I don't think Hotso is a good a player when it comes to crossing the ball. He can do everything well, but crossing the ball, I think, is his weakness. And I think one of the things that Pirates have been doing wrong with Hotso, they've been asking him actually to play in those strengths, in terms of like playing in those bayline, trying to cross the ball for the strikers, and 9 times out of 10 that thing doesn't work out. But I think maybe if they try to actually have Ndaba, because Ndaba actually can cross the ball and also can pass, someone that can bring in the balls into the box, because I don't think our strikers will be able to do this, because now they use into the system that cut inside, find a space for them and then move the ball. But if they can do that and have Masongane or Mbule in the 10 position that can able to move the ball, and I think when you're talking about the 10 position as well, now it's going to be maybe a tricky situation for Tito Masongane going forward, regarding if Mbule is playing well. But now I'm thinking that Mfukeng is getting more and more comfortable playing that position, and most of the time when he comes in and plays number 10, you're looking at the way he able to find those through balls into the last man that is running behind the defense. And I think it's one of the things that is going to be a problem for Tito Masongane if he wants to play the 10. But the 10 that I want him to play was going to work well if Mabasa was around, because he was going to create more chances for Mabasa to score, because he's good with short passing rather than trying to find the throw passes from deep and all of that. But then I'm thinking this was a big mistake tactically, because we are chasing quadruple, and it was going to be a good thing if we have a number of choices in terms of upfront people that can give us goals. It's a good thing that everyone in the team can pitch up and score goals, but I mean, sometimes you need people that are just genuine goal scorers to make sure that you go all the way and win the quadruple, because 2 in, 2 out. So we need to do well also in the Nedbank Cup, and we also need to make sure that we challenge for the league. Sundowns play on Monday, and then they on number 1 now, we're just 1 point ahead, and then Kaizer Chiefs won as well. So the pressure's going to pile up with also the game in hand that we have. So I think what we need to do as Buccaneers, we need to make sure that we focus now. Now there is no time to slip up. Coach Wadu needs to make sure that he motivate the boys, motivate the guys, that actually, guys, this is just a count of games, and then we're going all the way to the line to win this thing. So I'm thinking we need to do more. But the new signings, the things that actually still going to be talking about in the channel, but I think they're going to need to play a huge role going forward, because I think from now on, going all the way to May, is going to be a tough for the Buccaneers, because they will try to do the things that they haven't done in years, which is winning the league. And Coach Wadu is the man behind all of that, but I'm still not happy with Mabasa leaving Orlando Pirates. And do you have anything to say about Mabasa leaving Orlando Pirates? Do you think it's a good tactical decision, or you think it's one of those things that you just need to let it go and then we'll find out a solution in the club? So tell me your thoughts below down in the comment, and then make sure that you like, subscribe. We want to get into the 10,000 subscribers, and then share the comment with other Buccaneers here on the channel. That's on Impact Play. We have a show that's dedicated to all the Buccaneers. Up the Bucks. I'll see you on the next one.